Jokic can win his championship, no one's going to care. Let's just be honest. I'm sorry. He's not going to go from where he is right now to this super mega star because he's not doing anything kids want to see. He doesn't have it.
Look at the face Nikola Jokic makes after hitting a half-court shot to win the game. No screaming and no cheering, just that same blank and calm look. It is the exact same face you would see on a guy waiting for his morning coffee. He looks half asleep, but he's somehow totally locked in. It is almost creepy how he doesn't even care, like hitting miracle shots is just a normal Tuesday for him.
Yeah, I mean, I always say those things are something for after career. I think the legacy for after career that I'm gonna look back and on the porch drinking beer and telling the lies to my kids.
And that might be the scariest thing about what Jokic is doing to the NBA right now. The Denver Nuggets are not just sitting near the top of the West, they are doing it while their 7-foot magician gets a triple-double every night like it is a side job he forgot to quit. The man makes being great look boring, and that is pure chaos for every other team trying to stop him. But here is the big twist that nobody saw coming. Jokic is not just getting big stats anymore, he is changing history right now, playing the game in ways nobody thought he could for a guy who moves like he just ate a huge steak dinner and still decided to play ball. His style looks lazy, but it is deadly. Right now, Nikola Jokic is just 7 triple-doubles away from passing Oscar Robertson for second place on the all-time list. Only 7. And the wildest part is that the season is not even 2 months old yet. The league better wake up fast because Jokic is quietly building a story that is starting to sound like a dream. At this fast pace, Nikola Jokic is going to pass Oscar Robertson before February even gets here.
Wilt Chamberlain tonight, most triple-doubles by a center. Congrats on that one, too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
There you go.
Where is Shaq in that? Is it Shaq in that list?
No, because I never passed, big honey.
By playoff time, he will be looking at Russell Westbrook's big triple-double record like it is the final boss in a video game. Just imagine that. A 7-foot center who barely jumps and moves at his own slow pace is about to own a record held by fast point guards for 50 years. That is not just wild, that is history flipping itself upside down. But the craziest part is not even the numbers, it is how he is doing it. Let us look back at October. The season had just started and Jokic looked almost like a normal human. He missed a few easy shots and had some games where his scoring went down. Suddenly, the internet lost its mind. Everyone acted like they were his personal trainer. They said he's out of shape. They said he's tired. They said he's not ready. It was the same old drama that happens when a star does not score 40 every night. But here's the wild truth. That so-called bad stretch was still amazing for anyone else. He was getting 24 points, 13 boards, and 10 assists while shooting well. That is the kind of game most players would frame and hang on their wall to brag about forever. For Jokic, that was just a slow week. Then November came and boom, everything exploded. By the middle of the month, Jokic was scoring almost 30 points a game with over 12 boards and 10 assists. He's leading the whole league in total assists as a 7-footer. That's right, the biggest guy on the court is also the best passer in the game. He's in the top 3 for scoring, boards, assists, and steals all at once. The numbers are so good they don't even look real. His shooting is just crazy. Jokic is not just winning, he is breaking basketball math right now. He's shooting a mind-bending 62% from the floor and over 40% from deep. Those numbers make even the best shooters look like they're throwing bricks. And get this, Jokic got 10 triple-doubles in his first 14 games. No point guard in NBA history has ever done that. Not Magic, not Russ, and not even Oscar. And this is not a fast guy doing it. This is a 7-foot center who moves like he's saving energy for a chess game after the match. It's unreal. Then came November 12th, the Clippers game. It was the second night of a very hard back-to-back. That's when big stars usually rest and let their team do the work. Everyone thought Jokic would just relax and maybe get a quiet 25, 12, and 10 while the bench played. The Clippers were supposed to fight hard. They had James Harden, they had good depth, and they were at home. On paper, it looked like a fair fight. But then, boom, the first quarter happened. In just 12 minutes, Nikola Jokic went totally crazy, scoring 25 points on 9 for 10 shooting. To show you how big that is, the whole Clippers starting 5 only scored 23 points. One man, Jokic, outscored James Harden, Ivica Zubac, and all the rest of the Clippers starters by himself in just one quarter.
Jokic, as great as he is and all the things he's doing, I think we're kind of taking it for granted. And he's in that LeBron conversation. I'm sure Wendy will speak about the numbers that he's putting up. And he's just been doing it for half a decade now. being in the MVP conversation. His numbers are unbelievable, but because he does it so often and so easily, people are not appreciating or respecting it.
The arena went totally silent. If you were a Clippers fan watching live, you were not even mad. You were just stunned. You probably checked the box score 5 times just to make sure it was not a mistake. And here's the thing, he was not done yet. Not even close. Jokic kept cooking like it was personal. By the time the final buzzer went off, he had 55 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. He did all that while shooting a crazy 18 of 23 from the floor. And the wildest part is that he did not even need to finish the job. He sat out most of the fourth quarter. The game was already over before the Clippers could even blink. What kind of monster drops 55 points and leaves early like it's just another day at work? This was not a player chasing stats or trying to pad his numbers. This was domination in its purest form. Jokic did not just beat the Clippers, he tore them apart so badly that his coach pulled him out early just to save the other team from more shame. It was like he broke a secret rule in basketball. When it's that easy, you just stop to be nice. After that game, even NBA legends had to speak up. Dirk Nowitzki, one of the best big men ever, could not stay quiet anymore. He called Jokic one of the most dominant players he has ever seen. Coming from Dirk, that is not just praise, that is a crowning moment. And Blake Griffin, a guy who played with huge stars, said having Jokic on your team is a blessing. Why? Because he makes everyone around him better without even trying. That is not normal superstar stuff. That is some once-in-a-generation magic energy. And let's be real, this was not just a hot streak. This was a full-on glitch in the game. Jokic was playing basketball like he found a cheat code. He was so good that people started making jokes. They said someone must have unplugged the other team's controller in the middle of the game. Every pass, every shot, and every move looked like it was programmed to be perfect. Now, if that Clippers game was Jokic's way of showing he can score whenever he wants, the next one against Memphis a week later was something totally different. That was him saying, I don't even need to score to make you look silly. November 24th, Memphis. Everyone came expecting another huge scoring night, maybe 40 points or another 20-20 night, but Jokic walked in, looked the Grizzlies right in the eye, and decided, no, I will just run the whole game without shooting much. Final stats, 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 16 assists on only 9 shots. Read that again, 9 shots. He took fewer than 10 shots and still ran the whole game like a puppet master. The man controls the floor like a chess master playing 5 moves ahead. But here's where it got wild. It was not even the box score that had people talking. It was 2 passes that left the Grizzlies bench staring at each other like they had just seen real-life magic. The first was a behind-the-back pass to Peyton Watson with 7 seconds left on the clock, a pass that should not have been possible from that angle. It was total chaos on defense, yet the ball moved perfectly into Watson's hands like a magnet. And the best part is that Watson said later he had no idea the ball was coming to him. With Jokic on the floor, he said the ball can find you no matter where you are. That is the kind of stuff players dream about, being part of a highlight they didn't even see coming. And then came the second pass, the one that broke the internet, a lob that didn't just move through space, it looked like it broke the rules of math. It floated between defenders, twisted in the air, and landed exactly where it needed to go. After the game, when Tim Hardaway Jr. was asked which pass was better, he couldn't even pick one. He just laughed because how do you choose between 2 miracles? Jokic is not just playing basketball anymore, he is making it new. By the time December came around, it was not even shocking anymore. It was expected. Jokic had reached a level where fans were not asking if he would get a triple-double, but when. The TV people stopped acting surprised and the other teams started looking like they were just hoping to survive. Every night felt like a new part of a movie about being the best.
I felt like all of those shots felt like they was easy shots, you know, and he just played a game at a pace that you can't speed him up, you know, fluster him, he's strong, he can make every shot. I hate when he makes shots because he's so unorthodox and it's like, oh yeah, that's a miss, and then it goes straight in, you know, he's incredible.
And it is not just the numbers, it is the way he controls the speed of the game like he has the remote in his hand. You can almost see defenders breaking down during a play, realizing they cannot rush him, they cannot trap him, and they sure cannot get him mad. He plays at his own speed, calm and smart, like a genius who already finished the puzzle before the other team even touched a piece. Coaches have started saying it out loud now. You cannot game plan for Jokic. One coach said, "You cannot stop him, you just hope he gets bored." That is the kind of respect players used to only give to Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron. And the scary thing is, Jokic doesn't even look like he's trying to win. It's easy for him. No flash and no drama, just cold skill that leaves everyone stunned. Then came the Christmas Day game. Big TV, a full arena, and all eyes on him. Most players feel that pressure, but Jokic looked like he was walking through the park. In that game, he didn't just play, he ran the whole show like a leader. Every rebound turned into a fast break chance. Every fake opened up another pass that nobody saw coming. He got another triple-double before halftime like it was nothing. And when reporters asked him after how he keeps doing it, Jokic just shrugged his shoulders. He said, "I just play basketball. That is it." No hype, no big speech, and no ego. Just pure confidence from a guy who's so good it's almost unfair. By now, even the people who didn't believe him are running out of words. The Nuggets are not just winning, they are tearing teams apart with ease. All of it is built around a superstar who refuses to act like one. Jokic is changing what being the best looks like. No hitting his chest and no trash talk, just pure basketball genius at work. And the craziest part is, the season is not even halfway done yet. He just laughed. And that right there says everything you need to know about Nikola Jokic. He doesn't just beat you with shots, he beats you with his brain. He turns the whole court into his playground, making every single player on his team a threat. Defenses cannot double him, cannot trap him, and can't even guess what's coming next, because the moment they try to stop him, boom, someone is flying in for a dunk off a pass that came out of nowhere. It's like he has eyes in the back of his head. That Memphis game proves something the Clippers game did not. Jokic doesn't have to score 55 to own you. He can give you 17 and still make your whole defense look lost. That is the scariest part. His power is not just about scoring. He is like a man pulling secret strings, running the whole game from spots nobody else can even see. And here's where things get crazy. Right now, Nikola Jokic has 178 career triple-doubles. Oscar Robertson, one of the best guards ever, has 181. That is only 3 away from tying him and 4 from passing him. This is a record people thought would never be broken. For many years, that list was special, owned only by fast guards with huge energy. But Jokic is about to walk right in, take the lead, and barely even break a sweat doing it. Think about it. A 7-foot center who moves like he just got up from the dinner table is about to change history that has been locked for nearly 70 years. Nobody plays like Oscar did, except for Jokic. And here's the best part. He's likely to pass him before 2026 even starts. The only name left in his way is Russell Westbrook with 207 triple-doubles. That number used to feel impossible to reach. It was a record people thought might last forever. Westbrook worked for that mark with pure fire and energy for years. He was a storm of speed and power. Jokic is getting there with calm and smart moves. No big jumps and no loud dunks, just good angles, footwork, and a basketball brain that is out of this world. Every guess says it now. Jokic will not just tie Oscar this season, he will be looking right at Westbrook's record by the time the playoffs start. I've never seen anything like him. It's wild when you realize what is happening. The slowest looking guy on the court is quietly taking over the whole game. He is changing the record books with just skill and vision, making the hard stuff look easy. Every NBA legend who has been asked about guarding Nikola Jokic says the exact same thing. You do not stop him, you just try to stay alive. That is not a joke. That is fear mixed with respect, because when you stand across from him, no plan works, no defender scares him, and there is no weak spot to hit. You can play perfect defense, and he will still find a way to beat you with a move that looks too simple to be real. And here's what makes this whole run even more amazing. Jokic still looks like he has another gear he hasn't even used yet. Watch him closely after he hits a long shot or makes a pass that makes the internet go wild. Nothing. No cheering, no showing off, and no feelings at all. He just turns around and runs back to play defense. He has the same calm and quiet face, like he's thinking about what to eat after the game. That blank look is famous now. It's the same face he makes after hitting a game winner from half court. It's the same face he has when he gets his 10th assist. It's even the same one he has while checking his phone before the game starts. It's not being mean, it's just that he doesn't care. That is someone who really doesn't think what he is doing is special, even though the whole world cannot believe what they are seeing. And maybe that is the scariest part. If this is how Jokic plays when he is not even trying to impress anyone, what happens when he actually decides to turn it up? What happens when he really locks in for a big game? That is a nightmare thought for every other team in the league. Right now, the Denver Nuggets are climbing right back to the top of the West, and Jokic is running the ship like a captain who never gets scared. He is leading the entire NBA in assists. As a center, he is top 3 in scoring, top 3 in rebounds, and he's only 3 triple-doubles away from tying one of the most famous records in basketball history. And here's the wildest part. He is doing all of this by Christmas. This is not just a lucky week, and it is definitely not a mistake. This is Nikola Jokic breaking the game of basketball right now. He is changing what being the best looks like. He does it all with the calm look of a guy writing a grocery list. The man is not just playing the game, he is making it do whatever he wants, one quiet masterpiece at a time. By January, the talk around Nikola Jokic had totally shifted. People were not asking if he was the best big man anymore. They were asking if we are watching one of the greatest players ever right now. Every night he steps on the court, he adds another line to his legend. And the scary part is, he is still acting like it's just a normal day at work. Reporters try to get him excited, asking if he thinks about breaking Westbrook's record, or if he feels like the best player in the world. Jokic just shrugs every time. "I do not think about it," he says with that same straight face. But everyone else cannot stop thinking about it. The fans, the analysts, and the players are all realizing that we are watching something that has never been done before. Even the coaches on other teams have started talking about him like he's a math problem they can't solve. One coach said, "You plan for his passing, he scores. You plan for his scoring, he passes. You plan for both, and he destroys you." That is the kind of control that only the best players ever had. And it's not just about his big numbers, it's the calm chaos he creates on the floor. Teammates move differently when he's out there, like they know magic might happen at any second. A simple move or a tiny look, and suddenly the ball is in their hands for an easy bucket. It's not flashy, it's surgical, and it is deadly. What is wild is that Jokic doesn't care about the spotlight. He doesn't care about the noise or the awards. He plays for the game itself, like he is wired differently from everyone else. That quiet confidence is now part of his story. He doesn't talk trash. He doesn't need a highlight reel. He just walks on the court and takes over like it's his right. As the Nuggets keep winning, the team feels different. It's not just hype. It feels like they cannot be stopped. Jokic has turned being the best into a daily routine. Every game, it's another triple-double or another impossible pass that leaves the defense lost. And in all that silence, you start to see how greatness really looks. No drama and no hitting his chest, just total control. Nikola Jokic is not chasing history anymore. History is chasing him. So here's the real question. How much longer can the NBA pretend that Nikola Jokic is not the most dominant player alive? The man is changing history and breaking records that were supposed to be safe forever. He does it like it's just another day at work. At this point, even his calm face is famous because it's the look of a player who already knows he cannot be stopped. I want to hear what you think. How far can Jokic take this run? Can anyone in the league even slow him down? Tell me your thoughts in the comments because I am reading every single one. And if you want to see the one record that only Jokic will ever own, the one nobody else will even come close to, then go check out the next video. Do not forget to like and subscribe to Basketball Pulse for more wild breakdowns just like this one.